not so easy to switch off foolishness of the mind. Like, clearly my fault. I do not practice meditation, sadhana, I think it's called properly. How do you call it? Meditation, it's more like further up the ladder, like way up, just a step beneath samadhi, as the technical terms of yoga are meaning. So, but yeah, that's not what I want to talk about. It's just a strange thought hit me a while back. Quite a few actually. So I know I'm like near it, but still I can't figure it out, I think. Or maybe I figured it out so often already that it created something like the adverse psychological effect. If you are not practicing, you're like, okay, you figured it out so often and on a regular basis. How you call it in English? Well, like regularly. So, times my English sounds terrible, I'm sure, but that too is not the point of the video. I just really something funny struck me recently because like I tend to fall into like still into utter wrath and anger. I usually react it out just like I did right now, but sometimes it's just wow. I mean, terrible. I still see those little weird black spots swimming around my vision. That's rather depressing if I think about it, because they first appeared when I was waiting in front of your shop, Rainbow Visions. Now, first point, I'm not attached to the past. That was years and years ago. I'm just saying, because sometimes people speak about things. So I'm just saying that the first time it appeared, that was me, but you, I guess you already know that, or should know that. When it was a Sunday, I think, and I did not have to work, so I had a free day, and I heard already through Mr. Apollo about this crazy shaman who is working there in Camden Market, who has this shop there. So I went there, and why it didn't take me too long to find this one, obviously, but no one was there. There was a note on the door, and it said something like "be back later," whatever. So I like moved away, and I was working 12-hour nights, so I was pretty tired. I must have dozed off. Right next to it, like on the cafe, just like not even 100 meters away from the shop. Like if you go the stairways around, you used to end up on a cafe. I think it was already gone the second time I came. Anyways, so I closed my eyes, and there are those weird black fumes suddenly appearing. Closed eyes, I still see them. Open eyes, I see them. I still see them. Wow. Like you look up and then on. It's turning even like weird. So yeah, that was the first time, and I remember like clearly as if it would have been yesterday, but obviously it was not. But yeah, that clearly is to me that I wonder what it is. Like it's some weird bad karmic energy, like my own shitty karma. I can't say. I also was thinking it's a mixture of my own individual karmic nonsense mixed with the collective, because I was working in this fast food shop in the middle of the Camden High Street, right there at the crossroads, even before the bridge, before it goes to the proper market stuff. So right there at the corner I was working, so it's like a crossroads, and that seems to have always had a particular spot in magics, and ritual magia. If you are working at the crossroads, I don't know, that too might have given it, because I remember distinctly, and the two, I think you know. But anyways, like I was working there. I remember the first days I started, and it was my first work after I left Austria. And Mariana was already long since in Belfast working, my ex-girlfriend back then, so I was alone. And when I started, I was so damn quiet. Like, I was serving the food to the people, I was really listening to them, I was talking slowly, precisely, not quietly, but it was a certain quality of being to it. I didn't keep it up for very long because obviously after a few weekends, I think it disappeared quite quickly, and then you had to like, there are hundreds of people in front of you on a Friday or Saturday, and you have to actually direct them. Otherwise, you wait for the one guy who cannot decide between a hot dog and the falafel. So we have to move them on a little, And yeah, so I dropped that and went into ferocious mode. But yeah, and then there too, doing that job, I was finishing the book I took with me from Berlin. You know it for sure, Tantric Quest from Daniel Odier. A fabulous book. I just recently, how you say it in English? I just recently suggested it to someone. Like, more than that, I just really laid it to her heart that she may read it and do so fully because she likes reading, she told me. So I thought a great book would be The Tantric Quest from Daniel Odier. It just came to mind, I don't know. But yeah, I was reading that book back then and finishing it. I remember the thought I had. It was like, please, I want to meet someone like that. I think the mistake was I wasn't very specific. I wasn't really, I was thinking about, because I didn't name him. I didn't name Daniel Odier, nor did I name Deví. So I was probably more thinking of Daniel Odier. I don't know how to pronounce it. I hope I don't butcher it too much. But I think in the deepest recesses of my heart, I was actually hoping to meet at some point in my life Deví. Oh yeah, Deví. So yeah. Anyways, and then later I kind of put all my courage together and entered your shop. And it was 2007, so long ago. This is incredible. What I was going to say is that, quite funny, there must be like, because I was joking around a few years back that like I'm maybe gathering the strangest Guinness Book World Records, and I think with you I have another one. So I wanted to say that kind of a black, humorous, morbid one, but it's so I kind of like it. Maybe. Hey, I wish you all the best. I just came back home to my prison cell, but namaste.